Imagine this. A man in his late 80s who used to struggle just to push himself up from a chair is now walking with a confident stride every morning, head held high, and even joining his grandson for light jogging at the park. The transformation didn't take years of hard gym work or expensive supplements. It happened in just a few short weeks. What's shocking is that he didn't rely on the so-called king of protein, eggs. In fact, he discovered something better. A few overlooked protein sources that science now shows can repair aging muscles faster, strengthen bones, and restore energy levels in ways eggs simply can't. If you've ever believed that age automatically equals weakness, let me stop you right there. Because in today's video, you'll learn about 6 powerhouse proteins that can help you rebuild and protect your muscles, no matter if you're 60, 70, or even 90. And the last one on this list will absolutely surprise you. But before we dive in, I'd love to know something from you. Where are you watching this from? Drop a quick comment below, it really helps this community grow. And if you find value here, please support us with just one like. It's free for you but makes a massive difference in helping this information reach more people who need it. Alright, let's get started. Now, you might be thinking, I already eat protein. I have chicken, maybe some eggs, sometimes even a protein shake. Isn't that enough? The truth is, as we age, our muscles respond very differently to protein. By the time you're past 70, your body doesn't process or absorb it as efficiently as it once did. Researchers call this anabolic resistance. That means you could eat the same protein you did in your 40s, but your body might not actually use it to build muscle. That's why the type of protein becomes more important than just the amount. And certain foods, some you might already have in your kitchen, contain unique compounds that help your body overcome that resistance. They don't just keep you from losing muscle, they actively help you gain it. So let's break it down, starting with number 6 on our list. Number 6, lentils, the silent muscle builder. When you picture a plate of protein, what comes to mind? Most people think of sizzling steaks, grilled chicken, or maybe a couple of eggs sunny side up. But lentils? They rarely make the list. Too small. Too simple. Too cheap. At least, that's the reputation they've carried for decades. And yet, here's the truth, lentils are one of the most underrated protein sources on the planet, especially for seniors who want to stay strong, active, and independent. Think about this, in regions of the world known as blue zones, where people live not just long lives but healthy long lives, lentils and other legumes are eaten almost every single day. In Sardinia, Italy, you'll find them simmered with tomatoes and herbs. In Okinawa, Japan, they're part of a diet that keeps elders gardening, biking, and laughing well into their 90s. Coincidence? Science says no. Let's start with the basics. A single cooked cup of lentils costs less than 50 cents and delivers around 18 grams of protein. That's more protein than many protein bars on store shelves, and without the sugar, chemicals, or price tag. But what sets lentils apart isn't just the protein content, it's the powerful package of nutrients and compounds that come along for the ride. First up, fiber. 1 cup gives you about 16 grams, split between soluble and insoluble fiber. This matters more than most people realize. Inside your gut, that fiber feeds beneficial bacteria, which then produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. And here's the twist, butyrate doesn't just help digestion. Studies show it lowers inflammation, improves insulin sensitivity, and even enhances muscle protein synthesis. Scientists call it the gut-muscle axis. In other words, when your gut is happy, your muscles are too. Next, folate. Nearly 1 in 3 older adults are deficient in this crucial B vitamin. Folate is essential at the DNA level for creating new muscle proteins. Without it, the body's repair process slows to a crawl. Add lentils to your meals, and you can cover almost 90% of your daily folate requirement in one go. Research shows that correcting folate deficiency can boost strength within weeks and add measurable lean mass in as little as 3 months. Iron is another hidden treasure. 1 cup of lentils provides about 37% of your daily iron needs. Paired with vitamin C-rich foods, think bell peppers, tomatoes, or even a squeeze of lemon juice, that iron gets absorbed at triple the rate. This matters because iron fuels myoglobin, the oxygen transporter inside your muscle cells. Better oxygen delivery means more energy, more endurance, and less fatigue when you're climbing stairs or walking to the market. And let's not forget potassium. Lentils pack more potassium than a banana. This mineral helps prevent cramps, keeps calcium locked into your bones, and supports firm, steady muscle contractions. For seniors, this can mean the difference between moving confidently or dealing with nagging stiffness. But lentils don't stop there. They contain resistant starch that behaves like fiber, regulating blood sugar and increasing the thermic effect of protein. Translation: your body burns more calories during digestion, helping you trim fat while preserving lean muscle. And there's a special amino acid in lentils worth mentioning, lysine. Many plant-based diets fall short on lysine, but it's crucial for collagen formation and repairing damaged tissue. Combine lentils with grains like rice, and you have a complete protein that rivals any animal source. The practical side is just as appealing. Red lentils cook in under 10 minutes, making them perfect for quick soups or purees if chewing is difficult. Green lentils hold their shape beautifully in salads. Black beluga lentils deliver a higher antioxidant load and look striking on the plate. You can even sprout lentils at home, boosting their protein content by 20% and making them easier to digest. So here's the takeaway: lentils aren't a weaker choice. They're an affordable, accessible, nutrient-rich powerhouse that deserves a place on your plate. If you've been overlooking them, it's time to change that. But if you think lentils are impressive, wait until you hear about number 5. This one doesn't just fuel your muscles, it nourishes them in a way that feels almost natural to your body. Number 5, hemp seeds, the muscle whisperer. Picture this: a food so small you could spill it on the table and not think twice about sweeping it away. Yet inside those tiny beige-green seeds lies a secret weapon for anyone over 70 trying to maintain strength and vitality. I'm talking about hemp seeds, nature's quiet gift to aging muscles. At first glance, they don't look like much. But just 3 tablespoons provide 10 grams of complete protein, and not just any protein. Hemp seeds are rich in edestin, a protein structure almost identical to human plasma. That means your body doesn't struggle to break it down or figure out what to do with it. It simply absorbs and uses it, almost like your muscles are hearing a language they haven't heard since youth. This is especially important for seniors because digestion slows with age. Many traditional proteins take hours to break down. Eggs can take 3 to 4 hours. Meat can sit in your stomach even longer. Hemp seeds, on the other hand, deliver usable protein almost instantly. But protein is just the beginning of the story. Hemp seeds contain a nearly perfect ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, about 3 to 1. Why does this matter? Because balance is everything. Too many omega-6s, which is common in egg yolks and processed foods, can fuel inflammation. Hemp seeds tip the scales back, reducing inflammation and supporting smoother, faster recovery after activity. Then there's GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, a rare fatty acid that hemp seeds supply in abundance. Once inside the body, GLA converts to DGLA, which directly calms inflammation in muscle tissue. Studies show GLA can cut post-exercise soreness by up to 40% in older adults, helping them stay active instead of sidelined by pain. And here's something fascinating: hemp seeds are high in arginine, an amino acid that widens blood vessels, improving circulation. Better circulation means oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles more efficiently. But arginine doesn't stop there. It also boosts growth hormone release. Remember, growth hormone declines by about 50% between ages 40 and 70. Restoring even part of that can accelerate muscle repair and regrowth. Hemp seeds are also rich in magnesium, nearly half your daily requirement in just 3 tablespoons. And magnesium isn't just about preventing cramps. It's the key that turns vitamin D on. Without it, vitamin D can't do its job of strengthening muscles and bones. Considering that over 80% of older adults are deficient in magnesium, this is a game changer. Add in iron, zinc, phosphorus, and even chlorophyll, yes, that natural green pigment, and you have a complete muscle repair toolkit in a handful of seeds. So how do you eat them? The beauty is in the simplicity. You don't need to cook them, refrigerate them, or dress them up. Just sprinkle them on oatmeal, yogurt, or a salad. Mix them into smoothies for a nutty boost. Or simply snack on them by the spoonful. They're mild, slightly sweet, and blend into almost anything. Start with a tablespoon a day to let your digestion adjust, then move up. And if you want a power combo? Pair hemp seeds with salmon or vitamin C-rich foods. You'll not only improve iron absorption, but you'll also unlock one of the most potent anti-inflammatory muscle meals possible. The bottom line, hemp seeds may be tiny, but they're mighty. For older adults, they're like a whisper to the body, reminding it that muscle growth is still possible. Quick pause here. If you're finding this video helpful so far, could you tap that like button? It may seem small, but it really helps this message reach more people who need it. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you already eat lentils or hemp seeds, or would this be new for you? Number 4, wild salmon, the anti-inflammatory champion. When it comes to food, some choices are obvious. Salmon has long been considered healthy, but what most people don't realize is just how powerful it can be for aging muscles. Here's the thing, it's not just the protein, though one serving does give you around 22 grams of it. The real magic lies in salmon's omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. Think of these as nature's lubricant for your muscles. As we age, inflammation creeps in like rust, slowly corroding the fibers that once kept us strong. EPA and DHA fight that rust, reducing inflammation and protecting muscle tissue from breaking down. In one University of Washington study, older adults who consumed the equivalent of eating salmon 3 times per week gained 6% more muscle mass, without lifting a single extra weight. Even better, their bodies became more efficient at using all proteins, whether from fish, meat, or plants. That's like upgrading your body's engine without touching the gas pedal. But omega-3s are just the beginning. Wild salmon is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin D, about 1,000 IU per serving. Considering that vitamin D deficiency is rampant among seniors, this alone can be life-changing. Correcting low vitamin D has been shown to increase muscle strength by 20% in older adults. And then there's astaxanthin, the pigment that gives salmon its vibrant pink color. Don't be fooled by its beauty. Astaxanthin is a powerhouse antioxidant, about 6,000 times stronger than vitamin C. It protects mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, allowing muscles to generate more energy and resist fatigue. Supplementation studies show that astaxanthin can improve muscular endurance by up to 40% in seniors. Wild salmon also provides selenium, iron, zinc, phosphorus, and even a gram of natural creatine per serving. That creatine supports muscle contractions, boosting strength and performance by 5 to 15% when paired with regular movement. Now, let's talk practicality. If fresh salmon feels expensive, don't worry. Canned wild salmon is a fantastic, budget-friendly option. The soft bones inside are edible and supply valuable calcium for both bone and muscle health. Preparation also matters. Baking or steaming preserves delicate omega-3s, while a squeeze of lemon juice not only prevents oxidation but also enhances iron absorption. For a simple muscle-boosting meal, try mixing canned salmon with Greek yogurt, herbs, and a little olive oil. You'll get protein, probiotics, and healthy fats in one affordable dish. And here's a pro tip: always choose wild-caught, especially Alaskan salmon. Farmed varieties often contain fewer omega-3s and rely on synthetic coloring instead of natural astaxanthin. So whether it's grilled, baked, or even canned, wild salmon is more than just dinner. It's a muscle shield, a heart protector, and a natural anti-inflammatory medicine in one. And if salmon impresses you, just wait, because the next protein on our list works even faster than fish. It's like flipping on a switch inside your muscles. Number 3, whey protein, the fast-acting muscle switch. Imagine this: a 90-year-old grandmother who could barely lift a grocery bag suddenly finding herself strong enough to carry her own laundry upstairs again, all because she started adding one small shake to her morning routine. That shake? Whey protein. Now, let's break down why whey is such a game changer, especially past the age of 70. Here's the reality. When you're young, your muscles stay receptive to protein for hours after a meal. You eat, your body breaks down amino acids, and your muscles soak them up, repairing and rebuilding as you go. But after 70, that anabolic window, the period when muscles respond to protein, shrinks dramatically. You could eat a plate of chicken or eggs, but by the time your body breaks them down, your muscles may have already missed their chance. This is where whey comes in. Whey digests quickly. Within an hour, it floods your bloodstream with amino acids, especially leucine, the amino acid scientists call the muscle switch. Leucine literally signals your body to start building muscle proteins. Eggs give you about 1.3 grams of leucine per serving. Whey? Up to 2.5 grams. For older adults, that makes all the difference, because research shows you need close to 3 grams of leucine at once to spark muscle growth. With whey, you get there in 1 scoop and a half. With eggs, you'd need nearly 5. And the science backs it up. At McMaster University, researchers tested whey against eggs in people over 75. The results were so striking they repeated the study twice. Each time, the whey group built nearly double the muscle of the egg group. Not because they ate more, but because whey hit the bloodstream faster and triggered that growth switch more effectively. But the benefits don't stop there. Whey contains bioactive compounds like immunoglobulins that calm inflammation in the gut, a hidden barrier that often blocks protein absorption in older adults. It also contains glycomacropeptides, which improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body shuttles more of the protein into your muscles instead of storing it as fat. And whey is practical. Blend it into smoothies with frozen berries for extra antioxidants, or add cinnamon to make insulin work up to 20% better. If you're sensitive to lactose, whey isolate is the best choice since almost all the lactose is removed. If not, whey concentrate is a great option, giving you extra immune-supporting compounds. One 92-year-old patient who started blending whey into her breakfast described it as flipping a light switch. Within weeks, she felt less sore, more energetic, and even more confident carrying groceries. So if you want a protein that works fast, overcomes the challenges of aging digestion, and delivers a surge of amino acids right when your muscles need them, whey protein is your go-to. But if whey works like a lightning strike, the next protein is more like a slow-burning candle, feeding your muscles not for 1 hour, but through the entire night. Number 2, cottage cheese, the overnight protector. Picture this: you go to bed at night and while you sleep, your body is quietly nibbling away at your muscles, breaking them down for energy. This process, called muscle catabolism, speeds up with age. It's one reason why many older adults wake up feeling stiff, weaker, or drained. Now imagine flipping that process on its head. Instead of breaking down muscle while you sleep, your body is building it. That's the power of cottage cheese. The secret lies in its casein protein. Unlike whey, which digests rapidly, casein digests slowly, releasing amino acids gradually over 6 to 8 hours. It forms a gentle gel in the stomach, creating a steady drip of nutrients that feeds your muscles all night long. Think of it as an 4-line of protein running quietly while you sleep. And the science is clear. Dutch researchers found that when older adults ate cottage cheese before bed, they not only stopped muscle breakdown, they actually continued building new muscle proteins overnight. It was like turning on a repair program in the middle of sleep. But cottage cheese isn't just about casein. It also provides selenium, about 90% of your daily needs in just 1 cup. Low selenium is linked to fatigue, muscle weakness, and slower recovery. Add to that calcium for bone and muscle contractions, vitamin B12 for protein metabolism, and phosphorus to fuel ATP, the actual energy currency of your muscles, and you've got a nighttime recovery formula hiding in plain sight. There's even a bonus. Cottage cheese naturally lowers blood pressure slightly and promotes deeper sleep. And deeper sleep means more growth hormone release, your body's built-in repair signal. It's a cycle. Better protein leads to better rest, and better rest leads to stronger muscles. And don't worry about taste or texture. Cottage cheese is versatile. You can eat it plain, or mix in flax seeds for omega-3s, walnuts for arginine, or berries for antioxidants. Some seniors even blend it with honey and freeze it into a healthy version of ice cream. So here's the takeaway: while whey protein flips on muscle growth quickly during the day, cottage cheese keeps your muscles fed and safe while you sleep. It's the ultimate overnight protector. Wait until you hear about the number 1 protein on this list. It doesn't come from animals at all. And its very name might surprise you. Number 1, seitan, the plant-based heavyweight. Now for the most surprising protein of all, seitan. If you've never heard of it, seitan, pronounced seitan, is often called wheat meat. It's made from vital wheat gluten, the main protein in wheat, and it has been a staple in Asian diets for centuries. Here's the shocker: just 100 grams of seitan packs about 39 grams of protein. That's more protein, gram for gram, than steak, chicken, or eggs. And unlike many plant proteins, it's dense, chewy, and satisfying. What makes seitan special for seniors is its digestibility. When wheat is processed into seitan, most of the starch and fiber are stripped away, leaving behind a concentrated protein that's easy on the digestive system. This matters because as we age, digestion slows and nutrient absorption declines. With seitan, you get a quick, efficient protein punch without the heaviness of red meat. And the research is promising. In 2022, a study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN found that seniors who ate more plant-based proteins like seitan preserved 21% more lean muscle compared to those on traditional mixed diets. In other words, plant proteins aren't just good enough, they may actually help older adults hang on to muscle longer. Seitan is naturally low in fat and carbohydrates, making it ideal for anyone managing diabetes, cholesterol, or weight. It's versatile, too. Slice it into stir-fries, grill it into smoky strips, or marinate it for a barbecue-style dish that feels as hearty as steak. Want to boost the benefits? Pair seitan with vitamin C-rich foods like bell peppers or kale. The iron in seitan is plant-based, which absorbs better in the presence of vitamin C. That small pairing transforms a simple meal into a powerful muscle-supporting combo. Of course, seitan isn't perfect for everyone. If you're gluten intolerant, it's not for you. But for most seniors, it's a budget-friendly, high-protein, muscle-preserving food that rivals even the best animal proteins. So here's the big picture. From lentils to hemp seeds, from salmon to whey, from cottage cheese to seitan, these 6 proteins prove something powerful: muscle loss is not destiny, even after 70. With the right foods, your body can still repair, rebuild, and stay strong, just like the 88-year-old man we talked about at the start, who went from struggling to stand to walking briskly every day. Eggs may have their place, but science is clear: smarter choices exist. And those choices can keep you independent, energetic, and confident for years to come. Here's my question for you: Which of these 6 proteins are you most excited to try first? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if this video gave you something new to think about, please do me a small favor, tap the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe so you never miss the next health tip that could transform your life. Your support helps this information reach more people who truly need it. Thank you for being here. Here's to staying strong, staying active, and proving that age is nothing but a number.